Hello guys, this is Maria Toka and this is the second part of our collaboration with Mauro Jaurena, a legendary designer well known as Design Syndrome. If you still don't know him, definitely check out his Instagram and all the incredible work he makes, and his YouTube channel, of course. But I think you're gonna check out his YouTube channel anyway because it's a collaboration. So the idea is to design a poster together. It's pretty simple. So he's gonna start it and I'm gonna finish it. We did the same but the other way around in the first part of this collaboration, and the link will be down below. So today Mauro has already prepared a draft for me to finish. I haven't seen it yet, it's going to be a surprise. And before you watch me designing it, head over to his video first and see the process how he was designing the draft. And then come back here and watch my process of finishing it. And at the end of this video, we're going to jump on a quick call with Mauro and we're gonna see his reaction. That's gonna be interesting, and for me as well. I'm not sure what he's gonna say. And I'll quickly remind you the rules. We can't change the shape. Of the elements. We should keep the hierarchy. We can slightly change the layout though, and also we're free to add any filters, textures, effects or any elements on top, as long as it's not a drastic change, and again everything should stay recognizable. And also we're free to change the color scheme. So now let's jump right into it and look at what Mauro has sent to me. Okay, so first things first, let's take a look at the draft that Mauro has sent to me. I haven't opened it yet, so I have no idea what it's going to be like, how challenging this will be. Curious to see. It's a zip file, so I have no idea. There is no preview. Open it. Okay. Oh my god. I knew it. I knew that it's gonna be something far from my style. I don't know. Oh my god. I'm gonna make it like really depressive. I'll try to express all my struggles in this poster. The biggest challenge of this draft is that it's so simple and it's so open. Like, I just need to basically come up with the idea myself. No, there is an idea in it, but I mean, the most part of it is on me because there is so much stuff you can do with it. It's only like 3 pieces of text and no image. On one hand, it's really good that I have like total freedom. On the other hand, I need to think. Yeah, and also I'm already expecting that it's gonna be something like really structural, something that I don't really normally do, because there are 4 pieces of text and yeah, you need to organize them, and I can't really change the adjustment, so it has to be in these rectangular shapes, I would assume. Maybe not, who knows. But I think, yeah, I'll probably make it just something very organized and geometric, because that's just something I don't normally do, and that's the point, to push myself to do this. Okay, I don't even know where to start, as I don't go for this style often, especially for this pixelated font. That's Helvetica. Sorry, that's not Helvetica. That's a big trend right now, and it has been for over a few years now. But I haven't used it much myself because I'm more on a vintagey side, which is why this is going to be a challenge. But first of all, I will probably go on Pinterest and I will try to get some inspiration just to imagine how it can look really cool. Like what kind of direction I can go for. I always do that. I don't know how you guys live without Pinterest. I've collected some images that I think are a good inspiration for this particular starting point for this draft. I've been trying to find something with this pixelated font, something like Europe here, like in what way it can work. I haven't found much examples with images, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna use images for it, at least one. I've been really inspired with this utilitarian design kind of style, like with these stamps, fragile, or like something that has only practical meaning behind it, but it's turned into its own aesthetic. So I will try to play on that a little bit. It's quite a modern style, and again, something I normally don't go for, but why not to try? I think it looks really cool. Also, I'm not sure about the color scheme, but I'm quite attracted to this red and white combination. This is really simple, but why not to try? And another thing that I would like to try is incorporating some hand-drawn elements. I really like the combination of these really default fonts like Times New Roman, Helvetica, stuff like that, and with something really hand-drawn. Or maybe not hand-drawn letters, maybe hand-drawn just scribbles or like elements. Just the combination of this gives a really nice contrast, and I think we can try to play on that. Okay, so I will start by trying to organize these elements. I would assume that this is Helvetica. First of all, let's try to create this frame like I saw on that fragile signs. And now I need to organize these two text blocks. Luckily, I can change the size, at least something I can change. So yeah, when I said about limitations, I meant that I can't reorganize it. I can't make it as 3 lines instead of 2 because it's all rasterized. We're gonna use what we have. We can't change the hierarchy, but slightly change the size. I guess it's okay because the hierarchy is still the same. I think there's something missing in this place. Like if we just fill it in with black color, it will already look better, right? I also don't want it to be like the center of attention when we look at this black spot straight away. So maybe I need to add some text on top, right? I'm really obsessed with this font, to be honest. Obviously, I love it. I want to use it as much as possible everywhere I can. And I think it really works here because it has this utilitarian sort of vibe that I'm trying to go for. Lorem ipsum. I'll come up with the text later, and maybe here, lorem as well. Okay, and now I would try to incorporate some hand-drawn typography, or at least elements. So I'm gonna go to my Scribbles pack that I released just a couple of months ago, and I'm going to open some of my letter sets. I have 5 of them. Let's try, I don't know, this one, or let's try just all of them. So I'm gonna open the Illustrator, burnt, and I think the perfect word would be out. Burnt out, and I'm just dragging it to Photoshop. I like the combination, but I see a bit of a problem here. Like we should read the word burnt first and out the second, so it should be higher. So, okay, if we, let's say we changed the hierarchy. It's not in that sense as you thought. We didn't break any rules here. It's all right. But I don't like that they are the same texture. I would like out to be like spray paint, like graffiti style. I can try to apply some of my graffiti packs in my store. You can check them out as well, but I'm gonna just try it. Yeah, these graffiti elements, they're not really legible, so we can't say what is written, but I just want to try this style, how it will work. Works a lot better. Yeah, the problem is I just need the word out and not just a random shape. So I will try to make it myself by using some of my letter sets first and then modifying it a little bit. Okay, first of all, I think I'm gonna use a different letter set. Probably this one. Like it has more texture in it. Actually, I would like to move letters individually. I'm gonna cut and paste each letter on the new layer. Yep, and now I can just move them individually. I like when it goes like beyond the canvas. Really nice effect. I'll try to change the angle a little bit. Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with this placement. I think... Okay, so now I think it's time to find a picture, because I'm gonna leave the text like that just for now. And I found this one on Pinterest. I think it was bigger than that, but I just cropped it because, I don't know, I think it kind of represents this depressive nature of the theme. But obviously I'm gonna apply lots of filters on it. It's not gonna be that recognizable. Well, it's not recognizable anyway. Well, first of all, we need to desaturate it, and then I'm gonna apply curves. Okay, I'm gonna play with different settings to make it inverted, possibly, something like that, which creates this very illustrative look. Why not? Okay, I think this one looks pretty good to me, so I'm pretty happy with this. Yeah, the next thing, I'm not necessarily happy with the placement of everything. I mean, the gap between the image and this text, just something I'm not a fan of. Where is this T letter? Maybe something like that. Also, I need to align the text by the right and the left edges of the picture, just to create this very organized layout, something different today. Okay, and here I would put today's date, the 3rd of August 2023. I would even go as far as to make 2023. I want to try this elliptical shape that is really common for like Y2K style, or just any kind of utilitarian design, so why not? I'm not sure I'm a fan of two shapes here. Let's try to make it just black. Okay, increase the size of the ear. Yeah, I think it already looks better, doesn't it? So the next thing, what I will try to do, I will try to make this hand-drawn text a little bit more blurry. And also another thing what I want to try straight away, I want to apply a solid color adjustment layer just for the image. I'm gonna go with something like lighten. Yeah, let's go with lighten. And I'm just holding Option and connecting them together. Yeah, so now it doesn't disrupt this text on top. They are much more separated. So out, I'm gonna merge it all together, then create a new layer underneath, merge it with this white layer, multiply, blending mode, smart object. I'm just commenting every single step. I don't know, that might be helpful for someone. Blur. I would normally go for Gaussian blur, but this time let me try motion blur. I think that can be interesting. Yeah, something like this. And let's just go to filter gallery then. And actually with grain filter, it looks a lot better. Okay, I quite like that. We can leave it like that just for now. Then next thing will be, I will try to apply some effects to the image. We just go into filter gallery. Yeah, I'm gonna start with halftone pattern. The problem with halftone pattern is that it creates everything gray. I'd like to brighten it up a little bit with diffuse glow. Apparently it's a really nice combination. Yeah, let's go for it. Okay. Another thing that just came to my mind is to make everything red apart from the word out. I need to break this link between two layers and to shift this layer on top, probably on top of everything. And then I'm going to shift the word out on top. Yes, something like that. Yeah, and you can already see the contrast. And the next thing, what I'm gonna do, actually this word out, I will do the second layer just because it's not really legible, to be honest, but I would like to try something else to it. Second time, not with motion blur, multiply blender mode, so they're gonna merge together anyway. And let's see in filter gallery again what we can do. Yeah, probably not this. This is a bit weird effect. I mean, not necessarily what I was going for. I would like something like grain without halftone pattern. Maybe ocean ripple. But the first thing, I will probably apply blur, because that will allow me to apply many other filters. They're going to be visible now. Filter gallery. This looks pretty nice actually. But now you can see that it's like double exposure kind of thing. Let's go for graphic pen. Stroke length 1. And we're gonna make it a bit darker. Then tone edges to make it more contrasty. Yep, something like that. And grain. Yeah, it makes it even more contrasty. Okay, but this kind of looks like spray paint. Kind of. Okay, not bad. Yeah, it still looks kind of like double exposure, but I don't know. I don't mind it, to be honest. I want to apply some filters for burnt, because now it's too smooth, too perfect. I'm creating a white layer underneath and merging it with it. And blur, Gaussian blur, something like this. And probably grain, because why not? Not diffuse glow, grain. I think I kind of like this. And what happened to the frame? What do you mean? Okay, I think we almost done. I'm gonna just apply a couple of finishing touches, make a couple of finishing touches to the rest of the text. I will apply this one-click Granger plugin to make all the edges look more rough, and we'll get back to you just in a sec. Okay, so this is what I ended up with. Quite a bit of a change. I intensified the red color in the picture. I applied a couple of more filters on top and yeah, burnt out the word. You see, it's a lot more grungy now. That's because of that plugin. And burnt, it has a layer where I applied blur. I ended up applying not Gaussian blur, but radial blur. So it kind of has a little bit of a motion. Yeah, and all this text also has this grungy effect and two little dashes just to make it all more even and organized. Yeah, let me just turn off the guides. And I think the red color looks more bright and contrasty with gray rather than white. And I think we're pretty much done. I don't know what Mauro will think of it and what you guys will think of it. This is the end result.
Hi Maria, how you doing?
Hi Mauro, I'm doing great.
Amazing. Okay.
Finished like
yeah, amazing. Was it fun to work on another poster?
It was, yeah. It was a bit scary first of the amount of work that I realized I will have because it was so open. I didn't expect that.
Okay, but, yeah. I felt we'll take a look in a second, but I feel like I wanted to sort of challenge you to make something more structured. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's definitely something I don't really do on a regular basis. But yeah, it was nice to try something different. How was it for you?
No, for me it was super fun. Like I really like having to figure it out, and also it's really cool to see how other designers kind of work and like sort of face how they manage the file and everything. So that was really cool.
It seems like you start your posters with typography first.
Yeah, right? Yeah. I tend to do that.
I do it at the very end. Like I focus more on the image, and here I saw only type, so I thought like the main thing I should figure out like to put whatever image I can.
I sort of try to do that because for most times I already have an idea. I want to make a poster about something in particular, so I type that word or that phrase or whatever, and then start to play around with that. Sometimes the word doesn't even stay. It's sort of like a trigger to start doing something. And yeah, sometimes if I find a really cool image or I start with an image and I want to show some cool effect or whatever.
You start with the meaning, like.
It depends. Yeah.
Like I'm with looks, and then I add meaning to it.
Okay.
No, not always.
No. There's nothing wrong with it also.
Okay, so let's take a look at each other's posters. I'm really curious. What it's going to be like.
Let's go.
I have a feeling like I'm in uni now again.
Yeah.
And we're like watching the the same homework like how everybody
Oh no.
should do it.
Okay, so now let's see Maria's poster, you know?
Yeah.
I haven't seen this. This is the first time I'm opening it right now. Take a look at it. Oh, let's go. Oh, I really like it. I also like that you did something really different that what you normally do. It's like really cool.
But this is really different. Yeah, I just had no choice. I couldn't make this very chaotic layout and not to use grid, because you gave me this like I think 3 pieces of text or even 4, and I somehow had to organize them, and probably in this very geometric way.
Yeah, it's really like brutalist. I really like it. I really like
but
it.
Obviously I had to put something on top, something chaotic with this out.
Yeah, it's amazing. I really like it.
Yeah, and I actually was really kind of surprised and not surprised at the same time with the topic that you've chosen for me. Like something really tough. I thought.
Yeah, because we were talking about that.
All my suffering.
We were talking about that and actually experienced some of it like in the past weeks. Really mild burnout, but it's part of the creative process. More nowadays, we're making stuff
now
all the time.
It's inevitable, and we all have to deal with that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, amazing. But no, I really like it, Maria. You did an amazing job with this. Really like it.
Yeah, thanks for the challenge.
Okay.
Now I will appreciate the freedom of creating whatever layout I will. Yeah.
Perfect.
So guys, if you want to support our channels, both of these prints will be available in our print stores, because we both have our print stores, and both will be down below.
Yeah, guys. Also, the poster that I made, the one that I finished, will be on my store, and the one that Maria's finished will be on her store. So yeah, I'm gonna leave the links down below, and you can get them if you feel like it's a good way to support both of our channels.
Okay, so that was really fun to do this challenge. It's cool to step out of your comfort zone every once in a while. Let me know, guys, what you think in the comments down below, whether you like it or not, and what you would change with this draft, like how you would develop it. And if you want to see the inverse process of me starting a poster and Design Syndrome finishing it, you can see it from the link right here or down below in the description of this video. And thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more of these design processes, challenges, and all that good stuff, don't forget to subscribe, and see you guys next time. Bye!